Wait.
Silence.
Oh no, wait,
Click on your button.
Photoshop. Wait,
Are we on Twitter or YouTube? I'm confused.
We're on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That's so bad. Okay.
Oh no.
That's so
I
bad.
accidentally opened Photoshop. Hang on. Okay.
Wait, did Photoshop start making noise?
No, I
Or-
think that music came from Gene. Was that from you? Was there
I
any?
think so.
What? Where did that music come from?
You probably have an ad showing up on your computer or something.
I'm so.
You know what I should have grabbed? I should have grabbed my cat ears.
So
Damn it.
confused.
Oh, you should have.
So confused.
Oh god, I can hear it on the stream.
Wait,
I can
I
hear it on
hear
the stream.
music on the stream also.
Okay, well then that apparently came from me. I don't know where that came from. It wasn't
Okay.
me. It wasn't Photoshop.
It wasn't me either. It had to be you. It had to be you.
It
'cause you're
came
the one
from
who's like-
somewhere. Oh, and I have the wrong thing. Hold on. Let's have no lag. Let's have no lag.
Ah,
No,
the chat room is open.
Oh, yay! Yay! And we have the right screen region thing. I had that on the wrong one. We were all laggy for a second. But
I don't
Wait,
need the like
is that, oh no, do I
icons
have an ad?
Silence.
Oh no, wait,
Yeah.
where is this
though.
going?
Are we on Twitter or
No,
YouTube?
you've got
I'm
the
confused.
normal screen region thingy.
Oh, okay. That's so bad.
It looks
And I
not
just
good.
have no
Let's
one.
just keep going. It looks alright.
Yeah.
It's
No,
working.
it's gonna
it's
happen
fine.
again. Just so you
I mean,
know,
aside from us like twitching out real bad on here.
it's gonna happen again. The music. Apparently, I opened Mozilla at some point because it just started like exploding
Oh, there
with
we go.
sound, and I was like, "It's happening again." I'm so sorry, Chad. I apologize for that. Welcome to MangaPod.
Hi.
Going. How's it going?
This is the most professional podcast on YouTube.
I should probably be signed in on YouTube as my YouTube account.
What?
And not my brother's. I should probably fix that right now.
Please tell me you commented. Like,
Cancel. Nope. It said, because I was about to, and it was like, continue to comment. No, thank you. I should probably sign in on my own account. I have my own.
There you
are
go.
you sure you have your own YouTube channel? Are you
Yes.
sure?
I think so. I think I might be, you know, an anime blogger as well and an anime reviewer. I'm not really sure though. Let me think about that.
Think about it.
The question
Alright.
is, when was the last time you made a video, and was it as long as Holden?
Yes. How dare you, Dazza? Proof that you don't watch my channel.
I like that your answer to both of those questions was yes.
Yeah.
Like one
I mean,
was
first
not a yes.
impression videos.
Neither of them were a yes or no question.
That's alright, as long as it was...
Yeah, I have two like 15-minute videos of the first impressions of the summer sin.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, check them out. All right. So I forget my password, and I always forget my password. So give me a minute.
While you're doing
Don't
that,
say it
just
out
tell-
loud.
wait,
Just live.
just don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. If
No,
you've never
and I'll make
joined us-
sure-
Hang on.
And I had this issue
Booger
that
butts. Booger butts.
Booger butts.
Booger butts. My password for everything.
Love.
Booger butts.
Haru X Water Forevers.
Haru X Water. OTP for life.
OTP for oxygen. H.
OTPFL.
FL. FML. OTP. Hello, if you've never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we are a weekly podcast in which we all get together after we read all or part of a manga. Then we discuss it as friendship, love, and lots of spoilers. I am Erin of Happily Erin, and with me are two of my three lovely co-hosts, as well as a very, very special guest. Our third lovely co-host, Yoku, could not make it tonight, but he will be here next week. Fingers crossed, all the fingers crossed. Lovely co-host, can you introduce yourselves, please, and then we will introduce our lovely guest.
Hi. I'm Dodger. I'm really excited about this one because it's my birthday pod.
Happy birthday pod!
Thank you. So I made everybody read Loveless, and I'm super jazzed to talk about it because Dasa is not going to know what to do. During the whole time that we were sound checking, he was just like,
Aw, for never
so
world.
done. Just so done with us already.
Yeah, we're talking about his face.
Yeah, I finally remembered my password. It only took me this long. Sorry.
Hold on, before we go any further, we have a tradition here at MangaPod whenever it is somebody's birthday. The three lovely people that are not the person that has its birthday have to sing to the person with the birthday. So, on
We're ready.
three. You ready?
Wait, what are we doing? We're singing
We're
happy
singing
birthday.
happy birthday.
Okay.
3,
All right.
2, 1. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday, dear Dodger.
Happy birthday
to you. Why was she
the
born
worst
so
ever.
beautiful? Why was she born at all?
Oh. It started off so sweet, and then it got so sad.
Nope.
Because
always
she
love-
had no say in it at all.
Is that a
Boy.
I don't know what that's from.
Cool Australian version, I guess.
The Australian birthday song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I always love when we sing happy birthday because it starts off really slow because everybody's trying to stick together and then it just falls apart like so quickly.
Everybody just gives up like super fast.
I
know.
tried. I tried to stay on tempo.
Yeah.
You did so
I
good.
appreciate it. I appreciate the
No
effort.
problem.
I'm halfway across the world. I'm never gonna stay on tempo.
On tempo.
That's understandable.
All right, sorry. Dazza, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Dazza, and
Yeah, you
I
are.
need lots of help because today I'm with 3 girls, 3 for Joshi, and we're talking about a yaoi manga. I'm scared and very
No.
worried.
This is karma, because it's like whenever I appear as a guest, it's always 3-on-1. So Yokorama had to deal with it last time, and now you have to deal with it.
Yeah,
right.
it's true.
So now you're gonna feel
He didn't have to talk about freaking
exactly
yaoi last time.
exactly. So this is your
not
punishment.
Hold the phone.
This is not a full-on
the
yaoi.
phone.
I didn't say it was a hardcore
No,
yaoi.
it's not a
but
yaoi
this
at
is
all.
Shotacon yaoi. This is like...
Oh,
It's
I'm
not
cool
yaoi
with,
at
like,
all.
the
It's not
penis
yaoi.
I.
butt.
It's not
I'm
yaoi.
cool with the penis and butt.
No.
But the fact that he's 12...
Oh, Dazza, come
yeah.
on. Well, that's true. Yeah.
That's okay.
Aaron's like, who cares if he's 12?
Yeah. Pedophilia for life.
Whatever.
I realized, like, as
It's
I was
like-
just like in defensive mode, I wasn't actually listening to what Dazza was saying. So when like my brain caught up to my ears and he was like shot, I was like, "What? What do you got to say about the shotters?" I just got really into it, too into it. I shouldn't defend that. Anyway,
Yeah. We get to talk about lots of things today. I'm really
that's gonna
excited.
be really good. It's great.
Also, yay, Jean is here with us.
Jean! Would you like to
I'm
introduce
Jean.
yourself?
Hi. I'm Jean from Anime Appraisal. And yeah, I'm here today. Hi. If you don't know me, I'm an anime vlogger and I make anime reviews once a season. Yeah.
Which is, to be fair, better than Yoku is doing. So.
Okay. At least I'm doing better than Yoku.
Here for you.
I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor that he actually made a video and was
Untrue. Can't be real.
I heard a
Like
rumor.
you're just
On
like,
which channel?
eh.
Yokorama Russian?
Yokorama Russian.
He still needs to do that though.
Wait, I'm gonna find out. Yokorama Talks?
Wait, did he
Yokorama
actually
Kids-
upload one?
No, he hasn't uploaded it yet. He was just editing.
Oh, boo.
Oh, what?
This last video was 5 months ago.
Oh, Yoku, we love you. We love you.
We do. But he can make a video pretty quick because he could just say whatever the hell he wants in Russian and it's like I made a video. None of my subscribers will know.
I want this next video to be that I'm Russian.
Hey guys, I'm making a video and you guys think I'm actually saying something important, but I'm not. I'm just speaking in a different language. Ha ha ha. Here's my video. Like he could just say that and then he's got it. He's good.
True.
Yeah.
God,
could
it's
do that.
Such a good
That's the
Yoku
plus.
impression. I love it.
Hey guys, Yokurama here. Alright, I'm done.
That was kind of Yokorama and Kermit.
Oh my goodness.
Yokorama Kermit talks.
Yokorama Kermit Talks. We gave him a new idea for a new channel. Yes, so this week, because it was the lovely Dodger's birthday, she got to pick what we read, and she picked Loveless, volumes 1 through 4, chapters 1 through 26. We changed that last minute, but it was just 2 more chapters. Easy peasy, easy peasy.
Yeah, because at 24, I was like, we're in the middle of a fight right now.
Yeah, it was a really...
This is not the right place to
Something is going down.
really silly.
We can't stop here.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So we ended
Thank
up
you all
adding-
for adding on the next couple of chapters.
Which was worth it because I actually read past that anyway because I was like, I want to see how this ends. This is stupid that we're stopping here, but I didn't think to be like, maybe we should read more. It's just like, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Daz, is that gonna be your face this whole time? I just look over and he's
Facepalm.
0 out of 10. Best manga ever.
not even discussed. If you've never joined us, I tried to talk and I was like, had saliva in my throat and I coughed. If you've never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we like to do before we go into super spoiler mode is give you a short spoiler-free description, aka a summary of the manga that we read. Then we will also give you our spoiler-free recommendations, whether we think you should spend time going to read the manga or not. So, after we give those, we'll dive into super spoiler mode. You're welcome to stay if you don't care about spoilers. You're welcome to stay and hang out with us while we talk. If you do care about spoilers, then you can take your leave at that point and then go read the manga and then come back and watch the VOD of this right here on youtube.com/happyhour. And the choice is yours. Yes. So. Yes. Super spoilery, no, spoiler-free. Super spoiler-free description.
Yep.
That's me passing the baton.
Okay.
My baton.
So I will do the honor today, and I will not mess up this time, because I'm gonna read it right off the book, and I'm gonna try to sound super fancy while doing it and not fail whatsoever.
Perfect.
Okay. So Ritsuya Aoyagi, who is our main character, by the way, is alone in the world, never fitting in at school, and alienated from his own past by a fragmented memory. When his beloved older brother is brutally murdered, Ritsuka is heartbroken but determined to find answers. His only lead is Sobi, a mysterious, handsome college student who offers him an intimate link to his brother's other life, a dark and vibrant world of spell battles and secret names. Sobi leads Ritsuka through a maze of new experiences, from battles, rotten wordplay, to making friends at school. But is he any less alone with the secret of Sobi by himself? Ooh, so dramatic. Oh my god.
Awesome. Thank you so much
Loveless.
for reading that right off the book. It was so professional. You did awesome.
I know, I try.
I liked it.
I get lucky sometimes. This is a good time, apparently.
Awesome. Spoiler-free recommendations. Who would like to go first? Daza?
Daza,
Yes, Daza,
why
go
don't you
first,
take
please.
Take the lead with us.
It's alright. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was bad, actually. I thought it was actually quite enjoyable. But there are some elements that I don't know. It's hard for me to look over them.
That's fair.
That's understandable.
Do you recommend it, Daza? Do you, Daza?
If you're into smoking 20-something-year-olds kissing 12-year-olds, then yes, I do recommend it.
Good answer.
Good answer.
He might be playing it safe because there's 3 females in this call. And
I
he doesn't want to
maybe,
get
yes.
kicked. All right.
I did want to say really fast, as this can be part of my, not to jump in front of you guys, just this can be part of my spoiler for recommendation, but I do want to give a trigger warning for this manga. It does deal unexpectedly with a lot of dark themes, such as child abuse and self-harm. So there's those elements in there, so that's definitely something you want to be aware of before you go and read it. So I just wanted to give that quick little trigger warning.
That is a good call.
So
That is, yeah.
when I was reading it, I was like, I should make sure to note that, just to make sure. So as for me, I recommend it. I think there were some parts of the story, especially at the beginning, that I felt were a little bit lacking and not as cohesive as they could have been. But I will say that later on, I started to enjoy it a lot more. And I think it's something that a lot of people will enjoy, and I think especially if you like dark stories or fantasy stories, and I think like very interesting dynamics to relationships. If you like stories that kind of explore very different relationship dynamics, I think it's a good story to kind of look for that in as well. So I recommend it, and the art is absolutely gorgeous. I think the art is so pretty. I would almost read it for the art alone. So, so I recommend it.
You want to go, Jean? I can go last.
You go.
It's my birthday pod.
Okay, all right. Honestly, I feel like Aaron kind of hit the nail on it. I also think it's worth a read, especially if you just said everything I wanted to say, to be honest. I mean, it's definitely different from any manga I've read so far. It's very diverse in the different aspects that it has. It's cute. It brings up romance. It brings up action. Brings up weird elements. It definitely explores all those different genres. So I think it is worth a read if you can just get past the exaggerated parts, which I'll talk about later on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's my spoiler-free recommendation.
I liked it.
I like it a lot.
So I read this a long time ago, and we were joking about putting it on our list for reading on MangaPod, and I was like, wait a minute, that's gonna be my birthday pick. I want us to read Loveless on MangaPod real bad. Cat Boys for life. And I'm really glad we read it because it had been so long. I got to read it again, and I totally agree that the beginning has a lot of moments where you're like, I don't know where this is going. What's happening right now? Like things that feel very disjointed, but it does clean itself up, and even past where we read, it gets far more cohesive and really has like a strong narrative arc and a lot that goes on. But yeah, I really enjoy it, especially for the different relationship dynamics that happen in it and the way that things develop and how characters change and whatnot. So I would definitely recommend it. But yes, there are... I was joking before we even started that this is a manga that like attempts to shove in every possible fetish into one story and then add in magic, because why not? So
YOLO.
Yeah, so that sounds interesting to you. I was actually really surprised how many of my guy friends were like, oh yeah, I started reading Loveless just like for lols, and it wound up being actually really good and I enjoyed it. And I was like, really?
Wow.
So who knows?
That's
it might
surprising.
I know, right? So who knows?
Yeah.
It might sound like something that would not be for you at all, and you might wind up being entertained by it. So
I just thought of a really cool term. Instead of YOLO, we should say YORO, because you only read once and get it. Because English, like they use the R instead of the L, so it also works. YORO.
So many
Come
layers.
on, Dazza. Come on, Dazza. Come on. I know. I'm all about those layers, okay? I do want to say one thing. So, like, you guys...
Is it a spoiler-free thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yes. Just making sure.
Oh, well, then I'll wait until we're done. Are we done with this spoiler?
Actually, I just want to say that the first chapter I made absolutely no goddamn sense.
Okay, and that is perfect that you said that, because I think I know why the first chapter, and maybe...
Should we go into
like
spoiler
the first
section?
Should we go in
So that
spoiler
we can
section?
just-
Yeah. 5,
We could.
4, 3, 2, 1. Who's God?
Boobs are God.
Boobs. That was weak.
Wait, who's God?
Boobs are God?
Boobs. Boobs. Yeah.
Oh.
Yahweh is God. Yahweh is God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's God.
You guys are being so vague.
Anyway, Jean, go into what you were
All
going
right.
to say.
So I kind of agree with like the first, I don't know, maybe half of the first volume of Loveless was just incomprehensible, but I think I know why. Because what they were doing was like they were showing what Ritsuko was thinking and then what he was saying at the same time. And to me, I feel like the layout of like maybe how they formatted the bubbles or like the speech bubbles compared to the thought bubbles just seemed to confuse me. Maybe because, first of all, I guess I'm coming to the conclusion that Ritsuko might be bipolar. And so, to be honest, I don't know like what side is going to go with the story that is happening right now and what they're trying to like kind of show us. What's that thing called? Foreshadow. Like it seems like with their thoughts, they're trying to foreshadow what's going to happen in the future, but that just seemed to confuse me more than anything else because I didn't know what to believe in the moment that I was reading at the time.
Yeah, it was like, it was also something that was interesting, like that made it harder was like, instead of just strictly one person's point of view for thought or for speech, it was constantly every person in the scene was like, it was like Yuiko, it was Ritsuko, it was Sobi, it was like every single one was having different thoughts. So you're like, who is this thought going to?
Like, we didn't have like a consistent narrative thought almost, or like a person that we were following the story of. Yeah, that's very
I did
true.
feel like I had to reread it a couple times just to kind of understand it, like what exactly was going on. So it just that did seem a little weird. And other than that, I think like the story would have been okay. Like the fact that it was slow in the beginning kind of didn't help the fact that the speech bubbles were just everywhere and I didn't understand what to believe at the time, especially with Ritsuko. Like that just seemed the hardest for me.
It was also like kind of going off of the like disjointed feels really weird. It was kind of like when I was reading it, the only thought I could have in my head was it seemed like the mangaka wanted to make like a story but didn't have a clear idea, so she just tested everything out, like every little thing, and whatever one like seemed would like resound like stick is what she went with eventually. But at first, like the first few chapters, I was like, is it about this? Is it about this? Like, are we going to delve into his memory loss? Are we going to delve into the abuse? Are we going to delve into Sobi and Seimei? But it's like, the fights. I was like, the stuff with the fights, it was almost like, I want magic in this story, but I don't feel like fleshing it out. Here are a bunch of pretty words together. And they're spells! It was like, that's what it was. And so, like, that definitely, at the, like, about halfway through what we read, it felt like it got its footing a little bit, and she seemed to understand what direction she wanted to go a little bit better. But at the beginning, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, what is happening?
I just
had no idea what those fights were at all.
Yeah, it was...
just like, spell casting, I'm just like, okay, that's cool. They looked cool, but that's about it. I've got no idea what happened during them.
It was all, like, the surface. It wasn't, like, any like, sometimes I get really like, exposition could be exhausting, but, like, in this one, I was like, I need a little bit more description about what's happening with the magic. Like, it didn't... It's, like, a lot of stuff was, like...
I mean, they did explain things over time. Like, the more damage that you take, the more your sacrifice gets bound. And once your sacrifice is like completely bound, then you're, you know, then you lost.
So that was the only thing they really explained.
Yeah, the spell stuff.
Later on, they did.
Like in the last few chapters that we read, they explained a little bit more about like how Sobi is at half power, and like they kind of touched on that a little bit more.
Yeah, you have to be a team.
Yeah, you have to be a team, and you have to be. Because they were talking about in later chapters, they talk about, like, they just touched on it, and, like, you're talking about, like, foreshadowing, they just foreshadowed it a little bit more about how their names, like, he has Beloved written on his, like, carved into his throat, how their names, the rightful fighter and sacrifice, will have the same name branded on them.
Somewhere
the
on
who
them.
Don't, like, they can still fight, but it's not true power.
Right.
But
it's
they
not
can
as
fight
strong.
together.
Oh, God, guys. I want you guys to know what happens later. There's so much more of, like, especially that aspect that gets explained better, like, as time goes on. But
they definitely take a slow approach to it. It's like they tried to, like, lure in all the, I don't know,
all
mindless
Fujoshi.
people that are in, all the Fujoshi just for, you know, the action and the kawaii-ness, and then they decide to just throw in the spells, which at first I'm like, man, Sobi's got some pretty cool wordplay. You know? like, hey, he's pretty suave. Like, all these other people, they got nothing on him. Like, he's just fucking, like pushing out that poetry, and they're like, oh, how did you get back at me like that?
Yeah, this is
I'm like, man,
just
he's pretty
a story
suave.
about slam poets.
It's like, who's the better poet?
Loveless
I felt felt like a rap battle more than anything. Maybe like a Japanese version of a rap battle. The epic rap battles of Loveless.
Amazing.
That's how it felt.
Loveless,
It's like
the
I
epic
think my
rap
favorite
battle.
part because I'm a very like literal person. I actually enjoy poetry very much, and I just thought it was the one scene between oh crap. Which one was it? It was between one of them, I forget. But they were like all darkness. He was like, I'm gonna take the stars and light up your darkness. I'm like, oh, so suave. Ooh. I see what you did there. And he's just like, if you bring clouds, I bring lightning into them. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, hey, look at this guy. He's just throwing those freaking, what do you call those metaphors? Or I don't know. I forget the term, but he's
Cool
just
words.
throwing all those cool terms out there. And I'm
Weird
just like,
shit.
all right. Yeah.
Cool words and
I mean,
shit.
it makes no sense to the story whatsoever, but hey,
It sounds nice. It sounds
It
It does
does.
sound nice, yeah.
Teenage girls would love that shit.
yes. Yes. But I will say, like,
Teenage girl.
the images that they put on the storyboard, like, didn't really seem to, I wish they were just more detailed with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
Agree with that.
like with the, yeah, I was about to say with the rap battles. with the
The rap
battles.
battles.
With the rap battles.
Now whenever
The
I read it, I'm
Kawaii
just
rap
gonna
battles.
imagine them all rapping it to one another.
Soviets.
Well, you know, they got like their cool poses
best rapper
with their,
in Japan.
the sacrifice and their fighters have that cool, like, stance all the time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're zeros.
Yeah,
Or, like,
what?
hey, oh, it was Sleepless. It was between the Sleepless
Oh,
ones.
Sleepless.
Oh,
Yeah.
They were like, we'll put you to sleep with dark.
Yo.
Yes.
I was like, that happened, and I went, oh my god. I was like, oh.
Hey, it works. It was pretty suave.
A pluses.
Yeah,
everywhere.
so
I'm
what did you
so-
think about the rap
Oh, yeah.
battles?
Go do it.
Rap battles of Loveless.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh, I'm trying to make L's. Wait, which way should I go? The Dazzle.
Oh God, what am I doing with my life? You guys have way too much energy right now for me. This is too much. Too much.
We're sleepless. See what I did there?
Oh, pew 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 pew.
Guys, are you feeling loveless?
Ro.
Okay, sorry.
Yo,
Dazza.
Ro. Yo, Ro.
Oh
Yeah,
Yo,
God.
bro.
Yo,
Still
Ro.
goes. It still goes.
Dazza, how did you feel about the fights?
I
Do you
didn't
want more
understand them at all.
Less description.
Is that all you
You knew they were fighting, right?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that's what.
I
that
assume
part
so.
come
They
across?
were just screaming words at each other. Like you said, it was a rap with wind. It was
Yeah.
literally like part 2 of JoJo all over again.
Yeah, that's the only thing they could bring up is wind and shackles.
There was all sorts of wind. Like
It was wind
like,
and bondage.
It was like so hard to figure out.
Best way to get that fetish in there.
wind and bondage.
Wind and bondage.
Oh yeah, that
What more
that
could
wind,
you
wind
need?
fetish that I've got.
I love
shit.
the wind.
I love
Feels
it.
so good.
I'll
in my
put the-
hair.
It turns me on.
Hey there. I'll hashtag like the tweets that I put up earlier. I'm just like, whoa. And that happened mid-battle. I was like, ooh, things are getting
Oh yeah, when
intense.
they like randomly like hug, he's like Sobi's arms around me, holding me tight. I was like, oh,
Dude,
Yes. I'm like,
Ritsuka, I do have to say, out of all of the characters in Loveless, Ritsuka is so just like a piece of shit. I just like I get,
oh, he's a
I get
huge
so-
jerk face.
Wow.
I get so frustrated with him because I feel like the mangaka wound up using it as an excuse that he's not like a fully formed personality or like he doesn't really know who he is, as an excuse to be able to have him just act however, whenever. Like he was nothing about him was ever fleshed out at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't very
Sometimes he's
consistent as
sometimes he's super like weepy uke character, and other times he's like harsh tsundere character, and other times I'm just like stop.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
keep up with you.
He was
Like,
one of the- yeah.
sometimes he's the caring
You can't
best
be
friend.
everything.
Yeah, you can't be. He's like a Mary Sue. Drive me nuts.
Oh, yeah, it was
Like,
it's like, what does this situation call for him to act like? Okay, I'll make him act like this. Like, it was not, it was so inconsistent.
He's
And
gotta
then-
be a little bitch in battle.
It was like with Yukiko, he was like, "What are you doing, Sakura?" I don't know. She's just being, that's clawing. That hurts.
That's because you didn't. It's because you didn't rap with us earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him.
He?
He was like with Yukiko. He was just like, oh yeah, I don't like talking to you because you're a dumb blonde, big-breasted chick. And then the next chapter, he's like, oh, you want to be friends? And I'm just like, no, that's not how this works.
It was
He
like,
just
supposed to be
decided
Sun
be
to her.
friends.
yeah,
Sun
like,
more.
he's like super withdrawn, but then he's like super outgoing and tough with like the jam, like the strawberry jam stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, just so incredibly inconsistent that it wasn't believable. Like, I understand. It kind of bugged me with the whole he lost his memory. Like, it was like, okay, he's a completely different person, but he's not. He's like 50 different people.
He's so
Yeah.
It was like that was just like the mangaka had. Like, they don't even really. That's not a big part of the story. Like, the story could have him not having amnesia, and honestly, it wouldn't, like...
It would be like
make
almost
it
exactly
matter.
the same.
It wouldn't even
Yeah.
matter. Like, his mom, like, the mom is mostly abusive. Like, she's upset that Ritsuko is, like, not the same, but at the same time, it seems like she's mostly mad that Seimei, what was his name?
It's dead.
Seimei,
Yeah.
yeah.
Seimei is
Yeah.
dead. Like, she mostly gets pissed about that. So it's like, he
So she blames
honestly,
it on
it
him.
just doesn't, it could have been out of the story and stuff would have been less muddled because there would have been less having to think about. Because you, when that thing gets brought up, you're just like, is this going to come back in the story? Is this because of this? Like, is this the reason behind his actions like this? So you're just constantly thinking about it when it's not at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just him being an inconsistent character.
Like, you feel like they're trying to make an intellectual underlying meaning to the way that he is, but it's not there. It's non-existent.
Yeah. It's
And
not
the
at all.
the mangaka just used amnesia as an excuse to make Ritsuka however she wanted to be.
And we all know you
at
should
the
not
current
use
moment in
amnesia
time.
at all.
No. One
Yeah.
Week Friends did
I-
Amnesia very good.
I was referring to the anime series.
Oh.
It was awful.
Amnesia's the worst.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
just
Gene, if you
watched-
really liked Amnesia. Amnesia was the worst.
no, I didn't.
It was so bad. So bad.
I think. Hey, Jane, is that the first time we've actually agreed on something?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, history is being made here.
History!
Whoa.
I'm not going to do
that?
it though.
Oh, Dazzle, you're so soon today.
Yeah,
I need to make up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like, the other thing about that drives me nuts is that Sobi, like, the second that he meets him is like, God, Ritsuka, you're like coolest kid in the world.
I
Just
love
want to make
you.
out your face, and I'm like, why? I don't understand. It's not as bad as like I'm a swan, but it's like it's still like irritating. But
I'm a swan?
not Emma Swan. Who am I thinking of? Who's the Twilight girl?
Oh, Kristen
Bella
Stewart.
Swan?
Bella Swan.
Bella Swan.
I thought you said I'm a swan, and then I thought you were trying to make a reference to the Notebook, and I was like, why would she make a reference to the Notebook with the whole, like, if you're a bird, I'm a bird line? I was like, that's
I'm a
wrong.
swan.
If you're
No.
a swan, I'm a swan.
It's not like he's personalityless and everybody's in
Yeah.
love with him. It's not anything like that. I was frustrated with his character in general, and then the fact that, like, arguably one of the coolest, like, most badass characters in the story so far is like, you're amazing. Like, he's not. Stop. I can't. Stop it.
Those fearless eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh, if anyone sees them, they'll take them. And I was like, what? What's happening?
Yeah.
He's not that. What?
He's 12. Come on.
He's 12.
I have
Wait,
not met an attractive 12-year-old.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever?
Can I read you guys the list of all the fetishes I
Yes.
thought of
Okay.
that are in
so,
Loveless?
So Dodger, you might have seen her tweet. She made a list of all the fetishes she found in Loveless. It's pretty good. So.
Yeah, because I was in the airport and I was like, God, you know, this manga just incorporates so many. It's pretty impressive. So we've got catboys and catgirls. We've got physical manifestations of virginity. We've got master-slave relationships. We've got masochism and bondage. We've got marking and wanting to be marked by someone. We've got teacher-student relationships, shotacon, life bonding or spirit bonding for life, and lady on lady and boys on boys. all of that happens in this manga in like a pretty short period of time.
26 chapters. We read 26 chapters. Some of the chapters were like unexpectedly 70 pages. I don't know what that was about. But that was
like 15 pages. Some of them were like 60.
I was like,
and I was like, why?
I was like, this is
it was like
not
as
fair.
bad as like freaking
One Punch?
One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, or it'd be like all of a sudden like 4 chapters and or 4 pages, and you're like, what? More? Ah!
Wait, so what is Shotokan?
Oh, adults who are in love with or wanting to make out with little kids.
Little
so
boys.
that's like
little boys.
pedophilia.
Lolicons little girls, right?
Yeah.
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 Ah, okay. Because I was gonna say pedophilia wasn't on your list there, but that covers it.
Yeah.
So I wanted
It's a
to
thing.
confirm of the Japanese
That's fair.
term before moving
fair.
on with that. Yeah, basically anything that is just weird is in this book.
I don't know.
Including, though, I do like how they give like the very like blatant explanation for the cat ears and tail, where it symbolizes virginity very
Yeah.
blatantly.
Well, at first they didn't. They were just like adult, but then I was like, well, why does the teacher still have cat ears? And then finally, like the scene came with the zeros where she explained that she was a virgin, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but since when can like, don't you have to go to school for like 8 years to be a teacher? So how is she only 23? So
No,
that would mean she'd have.
No, I know a lot of people.
over there, they have younger teachers. It's okay.
No, a lot of teachers
Okay.
in Nebraska are only like 22. Like you can 23 is usually when teachers start in
And
Nebraska.
8 years. Over
really?
here, it's only 4. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess it's different, but here in New York, you have to get like your master's. So you have to be at least like 26 before you become a teacher here.
Really?
So I'm like,
Wow.
Wow.
whoa, she's younger than me. I'm like, how is she a teacher? Crazy.
I think here you only need a master's if you want to work at a college.
yeah, that's the same.
I think
Well,
if
I
you
thought
just
it was
have
like-
like an education degree.
Here, I think you need like a master's in like children's education or at least a bachelor. So you'd have to be at least 24.
Yeah.
No, you have to have a master's.
I have a friend who's
24.
who's going to be turning 23.
How long does it take to get a bachelor over there?
4 years.
Or-
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll be 22 then when you start at 18.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
I was like, that's the perfect way to end that. Completely incorrect math and burp. Done. Perfect. MangaPod math. MangaPod math. No, you fit in just right here. MangaPod math.
There you go.
But yeah, I remember like we didn't really touch on like our expectations before reading this manga. I actually read like when I was like in high school or whenever this first started coming out, I read like the first chapter super long ago. Like I read it forever ago,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Same here.
do the cat ears symbolize virginity? Because hoo 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 hoo, chuckle chuckle. So like blushy blushy, but. Now when I was reading it here, I was like, thought it was like a little bit more interesting, like how they later on they are more like
Did
Yeah.
you guys notice that some of the 12-year-olds didn't have cat ears?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I didn't notice that.
yeah. There was quite a few of them. Yeah.
I also liked that in this world, like I like.
I didn't notice that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, isn't it great? It's crazy.
Well, I mean,
But
not to
it's
take it to a
true.
dark place, but like that happens, guys.
Yeah, no,
You know.
yeah.
But the other thing that I thought was interesting is the idea of if we were in a world like that, it would be an actual business to have like fake believable cat ears and tails
Yeah,
for kids to like
Yeah,
hide
that's
it.
very true.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was
like,
like,
the one,
oh,
like one
damn.
girl did.
Like the Zero girl, yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, "Why do you wear those fake ears?" And I was like, "Ah."
Yeah. Which like brings up it does like I hope that later on they kind of go into that a little bit more. Right now it seemed like another like, oh, this is a cool
Random fetish.
like random cool fetish to throw in there. Where like it's like, hey, like maybe we'll talk about this, like the darker implications this could mean. Like it could go into like how like the impact of society and how like different like when you lose your virginity, like how big of a deal it is, especially at which age and like which gender you are and to which gender you lose it, how you, like I hope it goes into that a little bit more because that would be really fascinating because it's a really interesting like if you just take like the cat ears and put it into like today's society, especially in like America, or like it's like girls who don't have their cat ears, it's like holy shit, they'd be terrified, especially at a young age. Whereas guys, like maybe not so much. So it's like I hope they delve into the social implications of that a little bit more, because right now it's a little too seems just a little too like thrown in there to be in there. Yeah. It's the sake of like, oh, let's be edgy. Let's throw in some cat ears that mean
it could get really dark as well. Which
it
would
could
be really
get super
interesting.
dark. I hope it does. I love dark, so.
And dark.
I like that gruesomeness.
Yeah. What's happening to you? What happened? No, you had to say.
You can't just say that.
I'm getting a death stare, so I can't say.
Sam, we're doing MangaPod!
Sam just made a funny noise and I looked over and he was like... I wasn't sure if you sneezed. I wasn't gonna say on air that you sneezed if it wasn't actually a sneeze. And then...
It was a sneeze. I was trying to keep it quiet.
Well, he succeeded because I didn't hear it, but...
Yeah, apparently you succeeded. They didn't hear it.
I love you, Sam.
But now all of the MangaPod listeners know that he sneezed.
Aaron says she loves
okay.
I love you.
Aww.
you. Sam says, yeah, whatever.
Of course he does. Sam, stop being such a tsun-tsun. Tsun-tsun?
Anywho.
We kind of already, like, talked about a little bit we touched on it. Can't remember if we went full into it. Like, let's talk about Ritsuka's and Suibi
Relationship.
Their relationship, because
I feel like that is the only thing that might keep me reading this.
it got like I liked it more
reading it.
later on, but there was the part where it was oh sorry guys, you can talk. You seem to have an exchange of something. I want this to keep
But
going.
I didn't hear what Daza said.
No, didn't you say it's the only thing that keeps me reading this?
I said that is one thing that I think that's one thing that's gonna keep me reading this is the relationship between Seimi and Sobi. Or wait, no, not them.
Ritsuka and Sobi.
Ritsuka and Sobi.
Well, that's
So
true.
the Shotokan relationship is the only thing keeping it going in this manga.
At this point in time.
Be proud. Be proud.
The way you're saying that is so accusatory.
Are you trying to
It's
say
like-
something?
Because
Listen,
the psychological aspects of it is super
if
interesting,
you're like,
I think.
just because you're interested in the psychological aspects does not mean that you're like, yeah, let's go bang 11-year-olds. Like, that's not how this works. Just because you're interested in, like, the dynamic of that relationship and how
To be honest, because I think the relationship between Sobi and Ritsuka is only going to bring out who they really are as characters. Because, like, Sobi is so secretive and he's not telling anybody anything about himself. And also, like, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but, like, why do they fall in love with each other? Like, that's what I'm really looking for. Like, I want it to progress. I've taken out the fact that Ritsuka is 12 years old and that Sobi is 20. I've taken apart the fact that they're 8 years apart. But I'm just hoping because, like...
8 years apart isn't the problem. The fact that he's 12.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. I know.
No, you're
you're making our guest feel ashamed when she shouldn't have to.
It's just Jane. I mean, come on.
Come on, it's make-believe.
It's make-believe, come on.
It's not like I'm gonna fall in love with a 12-year-old. I'm just going along
Jane,
with
from
the
what
story.
you've told me for like ever, that is something that I think might actually happen.
Guys, stop taking my let's go bang 11-year-olds out of context, please.
Jane, I'm kidding. It's okay.
I just like that paired with back in the day when you told everybody that Killua is in your harem.
Age 10 years, please. Just because he's in my harem doesn't mean I want to bang him, okay?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
No, I really
And there's
enjoyed
no
the-
smut, so it's okay. It's
Jane,
just...
I'm the same as you. I'm the same as you. Like,
yeah.
I want to learn more about the psychological, like, mental sides of this.
Pure love.
I want to know the emotional bond between them. I want to see the emotional bond more than, like, Sobi just says, once I love you, and, oh, we're in love. We love each other, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did it come to be this way? Why? I want to know, Sobi, like, Sobi, if you're listening to me right now, if you're looking at me right now,
You're
Sobi,
watching MangaPod right now.
Yo, you slam
if you're
poet.
watching MangaPod, Sobi, we need to talk. What is so important about Ritsuka? Or Ritsuka. What's his name again?
Ritsuka.
Ritsuka, thank you. What's so important about him that you admit to the fact that you are in love with a 12-year-old? What does this 12-year-old have that no one else does?
Wasn't he actually
we-
told to be in love with him?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Shut
be
up!
in love
And
with
that's
him.
and I don't want that to be the only reason.
He was told to follow him and be his fighter. I don't think necessarily sacrifice and fighter is a love relationship. I think it can be platonic, and I think that it can also just
Yes.
like
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
it
what
has
I'm-
to be romantic necessarily.
Right. Yeah.
What's that
It
face
just
for?
so
What
happens
do you
that-
know? What do you know, Dodger? Your
Oh,
face.
no, I just wanted to say that
To say it, I'm so excited right now.
what? I'm not gonna spoil anything, guys. It's just that like Sobi, we've kind of gotten a glimpse into how he's been like sort of abused his entire life for the sake of being the perfect fighter, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like he was that perfect fighter for Seimei, and then Seimei told him, you know, when I die, when I'm gone, you need to watch over my brother. You need to be his fighter and love him the same way you've loved me. And that's like, for Sobi, it's like, all right, like that's how he's programmed, you know? So I'm interested in that side, but I'm also interested in the Ritsuka side, where Ritsuka's like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what's going on with my brain or my family or my life, but you're like the first person who thinks that I'm really interesting.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's really easy to look at it right now and say this weird like love-like relationship that's going on isn't real yet. You know? Like on both sides it's very false because both of them want it for the wrong reasons, or they're admitting to it and discussing it with a lot of baggage
Yeah.
that like makes it untruthful.
Yeah.
Like one of them's like, oh yeah, I thought because my master said so, and the other one's pretty innocent and doesn't understand the world around him yet.
Yeah.
They've both been
the-
in like very abusive relationships in the past, not necessarily romantic, but like obviously very abusive in different ways. But like it is definitely like we were talking about at the beginning, like gave that trigger warning about like how it goes into very dark stuff. Like this is the thing, like it's showing how abuse can mold a person, how different types of abuse like affect different kinds of people, and like how it kind of morphs you as a person.
I also think it's funny how Sobi's best friend Kyo is like, well, you're like obsessed with this 12-year-old now? Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
yo,
Like, he
bro.
tells him off about it, but at the same time is like, whatever.
Right. I have nothing else to do. I'll just help you stop.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just gonna go strip. Like, go get painted naked.
Yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
I like how the teacher doesn't see anything wrong with it either. She's just like, oh, okay, that's
Can
cool.
we talk
Playing
about the
outside
teacher?
school.
I don't like her. Okay?
I don't like her either.
I hate her. Like, okay, I thought really at the beginning she was adorable, and then she started, like, it just threw in the element of, like, when she met Sobi, she's like, later on, the part where, like, they met, and he won't tell her anything, because he doesn't know her. They don't know each other. They met, like, once, and then later on, she's like, why won't he open up to me? I still understand. It's like, you dumb bee. It's obvious.
God.
You don't know each other, and he just said he doesn't like you. It's like...
Seriously.
To be fair, though, the first time they met, he was just like, yo, I've got nothing for you.
Yeah, so?
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I didn't want her to fall in love with me. Is that a thing that happens to him normally? People just
Apparently,
fall in
he
love
was
with
being
I
a very,
guess.
he was being a doucher there. But she was
Well,
being
he
silly.
is beloved.
He's
Yeah.
He is beloved.
But no, she was being so silly. It kind of just made it seem like, it gave her like, it was unnecessary, like, to bring that up. There was no, it felt weird. Maybe it was a translation error, but just that whole part where she suddenly, like, seemed like they were in, like, a close relationship when they weren't.
Like they were buddies.
Yeah. I was like, just leave.
Why are you pulling away from me? Why can't we talk like we used to?
Why
And
would
Sophie's
he
like, I don't
open
know
up?
you. I don't understand.
It was so silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she was really sweet. She's obviously very caring. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
You know, I just feel like this manga is so flawed.
It's very.
Oh, it is.
Oh
very
my
flawed.
god.
But like
Very
I
flawed.
find the world so interesting.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know, like
so-
the way that it's put together.
All right.
But we don't
here's-
really know a whole lot about the world yet, I guess. as
Here's
far as
my
we read.
question, though. I mean, like, we all recommend this, right? Like, so what's the main thing? Like, what is the main thing? You recommended it. We have quotations. We have.
I said if
Yeah,
you're into
video and
12-year-old boys.
If you're into making out with 12-year-old boys, I recommend
You
this.
still
Dad's
recommend
recommendation.
it.
It's Aaron and you. That's pretty much the only two.
I'm not into making out with 12-year-old boys.
Me either. No, but like, I don't know. It's, what keeps me so interested? I don't understand. What's keeping me to read it?
Right?
What?
Yeah,
what is
there's
doing that?
something. Yeah, there's something fascinating about like the world that near the end is starting to be like brought up. Like, I mean, it takes like 15 chapters to get there, but like the whole idea with the teacher and like as they start to delve more into the fact that like they have artificial humans that are being made as like fighter and sacrifice, like why is that happening and what is the importance behind Sobi and like what happened to Seimei, like all of
Right.
the questions are finally getting enough focus in the story to be like, okay, this is more interesting, like this is one I want to know more about. And like at the same time we've gotten far enough where we've seen numerous different types of relationships, like the relationships between the two sets of zeros. Like, despite being both artificially created, they both had very different types of relationships and dynamic. And also, like, the original zeros, the female set of zeros, they brought up some interesting questions with, like, how the, was it the fighter? Was she the fighter or the sacrifice? The sacrifice wasn't actually her real, like, they weren't actually real partners because her name, like, disappeared or whatever. So that brought up more questions.
Yeah, like with the zeros, they can be swapped and replaced and things, whereas that's not true of like of real fighters and sacrifices. And,
Yeah, so that brought up more questions. So now there's like
Yeah.
a lot more focus on the world that's getting brought up at the same time of we've had quite a few examples about different dynamics and like the psychological sides of it that makes it more fascinating and wanting to see like how different stuff plays out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
At least that's how it is for me.
Actually,
It's
I
just
could agree
weird.
very much with Aaron on that aspect. The questions that it brings up are very interesting, and the world that they portray it as is really cool. I think, I think like it feels a lot like Lost for me. The fact is, like it's something that I don't really think I'd be normally into, but something you just can't stop reading. Like for the first part, I was like, it's okay. I was confused and it was like whatever. But once you like go over that hurdle, you're just like, wow, I actually really want to know what happens and these characters and their lives, and I'm actually a little bit invested in how they are.
yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly.
I was gonna say something.
See, I don't say all bad stuff about it.
I don't know. At the same time, it's like all the like even though they set up the relationships basically, or like their importance in the show, it's just I don't know. It just felt so planted. I don't know. I still like it. I don't. I
Yeah.
still like it a lot, but it was just so like forced.
It didn't
I
feel
don't know.
natural. Like there
Yeah.
wasn't anything with the relationships, like especially at the beginning, that felt like gradual or like, hey, we're watching this happen. Now I believe it. It's very like, this is how it is. This is how it is. This is a thing. Believe it. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't actually. You know,
Naruto?
what? I don't care.
Believe it.
It didn't give it enough like believe it. It didn't
Yeah.
give like any. It didn't give you any.
What are you doing?
What is happening to her?
What's going
Aw.
Ah, so cute. She just, I'm waiting for her just to fall.
I
There
know.
she goes.
It's coming.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
No, let it go. Let it go. Ah.
Go, let it go.
They didn't really give you a hook with the relationships. They didn't give you anything to like figure out on your own or learn to like on your own. It just forced it all. Like you said, it's very forced. Like it just fed it all to you. It didn't give you the chance to learn to be invested in them.
Yeah.
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 I think.
Oh, go on.
Sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I think like the main thing that might be keeping me besides maybe the relationship that I brought up before.
You sound so defeated. My job is done.
I do. I am. You got me for once, Daza.
Yes.
I will admit my defeat this once. Yes.
I will take that.
Okay. Show those victory hands. Like I said, I'm a very literal person, so the poetry aspect I'm liking a lot, and I kind of like the wordplay. I think what I liked a lot too is maybe like Sobi's dislike of butterflies, and I thought that was a really cool thing that he said. And I don't know. I feel like what they are trying to do, like Aaron said, they got like a lot of darker aspects in here, and it's like it kind of is bringing new lights to me because I personally really love butterflies, and I actually collect butterflies, like the crystals, like butterfly crystals and jewelry and stuff. Oh, cool. And like he just says how he hates butterflies, and I'm just like, what? But he brought up like a really good like point about it, and I'm like, wow, he's darker. He's darker than I thought.
Did you notice that his old professor had butterflies all over the room?
I did notice that. Oh.
There are butterflies like all over.
Maybe that's why he doesn't have cat ears anymore.
Wait, he doesn't have what anymore?
His cat ears.
Oh yeah, I got spoiled on that, so I know what happened.
Oh.
Magic's
I think
the
we
internet.
kind of knew what happened there.
I did like the part where
Thanks, Aaron.
I didn't say anything.
You said it, Daza.
You confirmed it.
You can learn more about McDonald's food
I
by
didn't mean
doing
to
this
confirm.
QR code. Do it, guys. Go for it,
Got
internet.
it. Done
Learn
it.
about
Hey,
McDonald's.
Dodger.
I don't know
I love
how
the
to
fact
say
that
it.
whenever we try and bring up something and it gets heated, you're just like, McDonald's.
Does that always happen?
We're not sponsored by
Someone's
McDonald's, by the
fighting.
way.
I love
Stop
McDonald's.
fighting. Supposed to be friends.
Everybody, why can't
McDonald's in America sucks. In Australia, it's good.
It's
What?
really good everywhere else. Apparently in America, it's the only place where it's like terror bad.
It's
Which is
so bad
sad.
over.
All right, so
Anyway,
I know, Aaron, you said you liked the art. You said it was gorgeous.
yes, let's talk about the art. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember what Dodger said, and I don't even know if Daza said what he liked, if he liked the art or not. Did you say you liked the art, Daza? I don't remember.
I like the fact it wasn't flowery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
there were
okay, like
bubbles all over
totally
the place.
girly, like, oh. Like
No,
this
I
lovely girl.
wanted to actually say, when you're talking about the darkness aspect, I like the fact that it is something in a genre which is normally very light and fluffy, and it is quite dark. I like the fact that it's like that. I like dark manga, and I like dark plots, especially ones in happy environments, you know? Magical girls and death! Yes! And
Feel ya.
something like this is actually really intriguing. It's just portrayed differently ish.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Or-
I think the art sort of suits it a bit. Except the fact it doesn't make sense sometimes, but whatever.
Sometimes proportions are a little off.
Yaoi
Like,
hands.
there was the
It's like, let me just engulf your face with my hand.
I love
the
you
whole,
so
like-
much. Ah!
Let me embrace you. No, and then it's like, let me just rip your fucking shirt off. And it's got like super uber grip, and it's just like, just ruin my fucking shirt. Why don't you?
how dare you ruin Jean's shirt, Manga? How dare you?
How dare you? If I had like, if I was a boy and you were gripping my shirt like that, I'd be like, hands off! Come on now.
I paid $1.50 for this. Thank you.
Yeah, I paid $25 for this. Attack on Titan. How you doing? Don't mess this up, okay? This is very pricey.
Dude, anime shirts are ridiculously expensive. It's just silly.
They are. I really hate that. That's why, like, I only wear them for special occasions. I just collect them in my closet, and I never wear them in public. Because I don't want it ruined.
It's fair.
So I just look like a normal person out in public. and I don't want to, but don't want to ruin my shirt.
How dare shirts make me look normal?
Dodger, what were your thoughts on the art?
Oh, I like the art. I like the art a lot. I like that it's very pretty. It looks like it's, you know, a shoujo manga, but it doesn't have excessive aspects to it.
Yeah.
I wish that there was like way more excessive aspects to the fights, like we were talking about before. I wish that the fights were far more engaging and pow and bam and like, blah. But that's okay. I like the look of the faces and the character designs and things. I think that was done well.
I love all of Rutsuka's outfits. If I could have all of them, it would be really great.
They're so girly, though, right? Is that why you like them?
Well, I just think they're cute. I mean,
Aaron,
but
Aaron,
they're cute
Aaron.
for girls to wear, right?
I just think they're cute. I don't necessarily look at gender. I'm just like, that's a cute outfit.
Yeah.
What's with you and liking 12-year-old boys' outfits?
I did say I like Kilo's outfits, didn't I?
You did. You did.
That's not weird.
My fault. It's not my
Aaron
fault.
and I are basically the size of 12-year-old boys.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
That is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
I do
like.
I
I
can
think the
confirm
figure.
that.
I like the figures as well. I gotta admit.
Yeah, like, I mean, listen, if an anime character is fashionable, I've stated numerous times that I want all of my wardrobe to be from anime characters, and, like, I can admit, like, that Killua has the best fashion sense of any shonen anime character, okay? Nobody can fight me. I will fight you on that.
I don't even know. I don't know who that is.
Killua from
Fortunately.
Hunter x Hunter. He's great.
He's
You
the
should
white
just Google his
guy.
outfit. He's great.
Is that the
Just
main
go-
character?
Don't Google his outfits. You'll get spoiled.
Don't Google.
No,
No, his
Gon's
outfits
the
are
main
so
guy,
good. His outfits are so
and
great.
the white-haired guy is Kalua.
Killua.
All right.
He's great.
Yeah, I can't put it in my head right now. So,
He's
but I'll
also
take
got
turns.
some green around him, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
He has
He-
great outfits. That's all you need to know. And also, Ritsuka also had great, fantastic outfits. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say the fashion in this series is really good.
Yeah. I like manga where people change clothes.
Yeah, it's such a good
Yeah.
detail. I love it.
I was
I liked Yurio's outfits as well.
Yeah.
I like the fact like it changed quite a lot. Besides the fact
Actually,
it changed
wait,
once, and I was
which
like,
reminds me, like
why?
in elementary school, can they don't have to wear uniforms?
Right? I
That's
was
what
wondering that
thinking
too. I
'cause
was like,
Yuiko's clothes are also adorable.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It made me wonder whether, because I know there are some schools, right, where they don't have uniforms, just in general.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
that
they went
is-
to a
I
school where
think-
they don't have uniforms.
That is like the first time I've seen that thus far. For me, at least, that is the first time I saw.
I think
Wasn't
there's only,
wasn't that true in Hikaru no Go too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think it's like the first time that we've seen like proper mature-ish characters. I know they're 12, but they're mature-ish
Yes, yeah, so
Um,
go on.
with
Mature-ish.
outfits like that. Like
Yeah.
normally in anime manga, I see like the year 1s or year 2s in normal clothes, but not the year 6s. I found that strange. But
Yeah.
hey.
Guys, remember Hikaru no Go? Okay,
I
so-
loved Hikaru no Go.
I just like Googled it and I'm like, nostalgia. Just like scrolling through Google images.
It's so
Like, ah,
I love
I
Hikaru
remember
no
this
Go.
anime.
It was such
Anyways.
good. But yeah, it's such a nice detail because it shows that like they took time to like look at different fashion outfits and stuff. Like I really like it. It's always
Yeah.
a nice detail to me. It just takes more time, so I liked it a lot.
I
I
definitely
will admit
did
though.
notice that about.
go on.
No, I was just saying I did notice that, but it was mainly between like Ritika, Yuiko, and Sobi. Not really any of the other characters.
Everyone else was kind of the same.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
most part.
but at least they got the important ones.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. What were you saying, Daza?
I was saying that Yurio once wore like this boob tube top, and I'm just like,
Yes.
she's 12.
Yes.
Why
Yeah.
is she
That's what I'm
wearing
looking
this?
for right now. It's like that cute little.
It's like at
frilly
the very
thing.
beginning. She's wearing like a booby top at the beginning. I've seen 12-year-olds wear those.
Not like
That's
not
true.
like the low cut one. It was like literally just like a piece of fabric over her tits.
I've seen 12-year-olds wear that.
No, I
have
actually,
to, but it's not.
I know
not
what part
okay.
you're
It's
talking
not
about when they're
okay.
on the swings, right?
Yeah.
When they're on the
Yeah,
swings, and it
right,
looked like
yeah.
she was just. I think it was. I remember staring at that for a while. I think it's supposed to be like a full shirt. It's just that they didn't differentiate the color of the shirt and the skin color.
Yeah.
I stared at it a while too, and it didn't look like that to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna look for it right now.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do you guys want to wrap up and give our final thoughts and ratings, unless everybody else has something
Sure.
else they want to talk about, touch on?
I just want to touch on the fact that suing guy, he's kissing a 12-year-old and he smokes. That's disgusting. He gave his first kiss, like he got his first kiss from a smoker.
It's true.
It's true. So I
Not hating on smokers,
So he has
but
nowhere
gonna
to go
say
but
for-
up.
Yeah, exactly.
Not,
From
not,
a smoking pedophile, he can just go up from there.
Yeah, you just go up.
The sky's the
Hell.
limit is what this story's about.
Oh, remember when freaking Ritsuka licked like his bleeding neck?
Yeah.
I was like,
Well,
oh my
random.
god, so vampiristic.
I was like, Ritsuka, what are you doing? Like, you would not do this. Like, are you soon?
Right?
What?
That was another part where I was like, stop. That's not something that you
Like-
do. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I hate you, but since we're in a battle right now, let me just lick your bum all
Just-
at it. With my 12-year-old yaoi hands,
My 12-year-old Joey.
with the bandage on it. Yaoi hand. Yaoi hand again. 12-year-old yaoi hand for the win. Yoku, I hope you see this later. This is for you, Yoku.
this is what you made me put up with, Yoku. 12-year-old yaoi hands.
Here's Sobi's yaoi hand. You see the knuckle? Oh. My chains. Sorry, I'm making my own story. Here we go.
I want
Look
you
at
to
my
do
hand.
I want you.
I am so cool. Okay, I'll stop.
I want you to make a video where you're just voicing over, like that one girl who did like the one book, the 5-year-old that did the cat book. Did you guys ever see that?
No.
It was like a 5-year-old reading a book, and it was edited together, and she's just like, ah! Like, just her just reading the book. I want-
I'll try it. I'll try it.
Yes, so good. Okay, final thoughts and ratings. Daza,
Okay.
you said you were going.
Oh, this is the picture I wanted for Daza.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, it's over now.
Next time, it's over. It's done.
Okay, I'll go first then.
Okay.
You're the best.
You the best. You the man. You the man.
You're the man.
I'm the only one here.
Man.
Yeah.
Shh.
Literally the man.
the
That's here.
single man.
Token male.
Good. Okay.
We've said that we've all thought it wasn't amazingly well done and put together, but it's still interesting. So I think I'll give it a 5, just for that.
Just
Because I don't want to give it anything less, or I'll get crucified. I don't want to give it anything more, or I'll again be crucified. So I
Daza,
think
give it
a
what
little bit-
Daza,
score
give
you
it
think
what
it
you
deserves.
want.
If you don't think
Yeah.
it deserves a 5,
Deserves
Yeah,
a
I
4.
mean-
5.
There, I said it. A
Okay.
4.
It's
A
4.
4
Okay,
because
Gets a 4 from
it doesn't
Daza.
make sense half the time. Some of the themes in it are quite... and yeah, I mean, it's very interesting, I'll admit that. But it's just at the moment, it's just not the good kind of interesting.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. All of us are.
I'm waiting for my crucifixion.
No.
Yeah, Daza. Go on.
Daza's like, I'm done, guys.
Okay, go.
I'm going last.
Is that your score?
4.
Oh, it can be, but I was making upside down cat ears.
Oh.
I was like, oh.
I'm going to give it a 6. Because I feel like just based on what we read, like I feel if we read more that my score will go up. But right now, based on what we read, for the vast majority of it was pretty disjointed and didn't make a lot of sense in a lot of parts. But I did think it had a saving grace with the interesting, like the concepts it brought up, the psychological aspects of it, I thought were really interesting. And so I think that definitely has a saving grace. And also I think later on,
Sorry, I'm making her little paw punch. Her, like,
Yeah, the paw like.
Anyway, sorry, keep going.
I think we have ADD.
I'm giving it a 6 because I think like it was definitely saved by the latter half of what we read. I think it would be a little bit lower. If it was only, if the entire thing was like the first 10 chapters, I would not, no. But I do think that the world that's been created now that the manga's finally got its footing and kind of seems to have more of a direction and knows where it wants to go and understands what it's trying to tell, I think it's definitely more interesting, so that raises the score. I still think it's only a little bit above average, but I still had a fun time reading, especially the latter half of it, and do find the relationship dynamics very interesting and want to read more of it. So there's something in there that is engaging to me and is like interesting me. Is interesting.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand.
Interesting
we get it. We get it.
Thank you.
We've been around you enough. We get it.
Thank you. You understand me. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, but I also did love the art a lot too. So that also makes it up there. So I didn't hate it. I far from hated it. I really liked it. I just think critically, like, there was some stuff that, with what we read, could have been better.
Oh, for sure.
So that's my rating, 6 out of 10.
Oh, and I'm next, right? Dodger wants to go last. I mean, I know that there's a lot of things wrong with it, and it does have an extremely slow start. And even though I think that Ritsuka is like the most hypocritical character in the world, like Aaron said, everything is starting to come together and it's starting to get interesting. It just took like 26 chapters to get there, or like 24 chapters to get there. And the art, I do like the art, but I just think like I've seen better art in other manga.
Yeah.
So I would say it is a little slightly above average. I would also say it's probably 5.5, 6. That's what I would give it, just because, like I said, it did start off slow and it was so choppy at first. And the only thing that was keeping me going was little girly me with the estrogen that just wanted it to explode while reading. And I got this little estrogen fireworks, but you know, that was the only thing keeping me going for a while.
Estrogen fireworks.
Estrogen fireworks.
The only thing that could keep me going.
Yeah. My eggs
So that
weren't
dopamine,
exploding.
guys. The dopamine.
The dopamine.
Dopamine. My fallopian tubes didn't feel like they were being tied together with this one, and I don't know.
They were free and open to work properly. No roadblocks. You keep going
but yeah,
all day.
I would say it is above average. I still think it's worth a read.
Yeah.
You know. And that's that.
What's happening?
Sorry, I just noticed my eyebrows have this tendency to do like evil eyebrow sort of nonsense, you know?
Oh, I hate
Oh,
that.
the scar,
When your
yeah.
hair,
Yeah, where it just like goes.
just not in the right spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you look like you're bald. I hate that.
I used to just pluck out a couple of hairs right here because I hated it so much, and then it would just look like there was a big gap in my eyebrow, and I was like, it's like a Mugen from Samurai Champloo. And my mom was like, what happened to your eyebrow? Anyways.
You're just like, I'm cosplaying, Mom.
Yeah, I'm cosplaying, Mom, with my life forever. Okay, I'm gonna agree. I would also give it a 6, especially the part we read. Like, it's definitely a 6.
Yeah.
But
Thus
you know,
far.
I recommended us reading this for my birthday, number 1, because I knew at least either Daz or Yoko would be like, do you guys seriously not think that it's creepy that he's 12 years old and this old man is like making it? Do you get like for real? Does nobody has a problem with this? So I'm so glad that Daz met all my expectations.
Damn it! Damn it.
I mean, I read this so long ago, and I remember as a kid, just not a kid, but at the time that I read it, being confused and also like so much is going on, but engaged and interested in what was happening. So I was excited to read it again.
Because it came out about 10 years ago. I'm trying to think about how old you were. You're about
Well,
16.
Yeah, something like that. That's like the perfect
Well, your birthday
age.
is tomorrow.
I know.
Boom.
Yeah. So It was fun. It was really fun to read it again, especially reading it again and hitting those moments in the manga where I was like, "Oh God, I'm making everybody else read this." I would have like this wave of like not guilt, but just I'm responsible for this.
Now you know how I feel with Kiss X Sis.
Yeah, exact. See, Dazzle,
Yeah.
we did the same.
Yeah.
We did similar things to each other.
Oh man, I'm doing that to you guys for April Fools next year. If I get to pick April Fools.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Oh,
I'm trying to
because
buy
Lou was
manga.
saying in the chat that you already picked April Fools.
Oh yeah, he's the one who said it to me.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't want
like-
to spoil it to you guys.
He's
but
like,
maybe
she
I
picked
should.
it. It's gonna be great. Gene, you should be on that
You
one
should. Oh, it's so good. It's so dumb.
too. if you tell me
You guys
later.
thought Kiss Exist was weird.
Oh no.
I've
Bring it
got one for
on.
my birthday,
I'm all
which is
about
gonna be
that weird.
fantastic.
Yes. Oh,
I
it's
can't
so
wait.
good.
Yeah,
I want to spoil it for you guys because I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to remember what it's called, but it's so dumb.
Just text us what's later. It's okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, so you know, I love it. There's a part of me that just loves this manga. It loves everything that's weird and ridiculous about it, and I'm so glad that we got to read it, even though I absolutely agree that it's a 6. Like, there's no part of me that's like 10 out of 10, best manga ever. But I'm glad that we got to read it and discuss it and all that, and yay! Thanks for indulging me, guys.
Of course. Birthday pod!
Birthday pod!
We love Loveless.
Yo-ro!
Yo!
Alright, read Loveless, okay? Because Yo-ro.
Yo-ro.
You only read
Because
once.
You only
Yeah, you only read one.
We're never coming back to it again.
Rap battles of Yo-ro.
Rap
I
battles
just I just worked out a flaw. What about if you read it twice?
Yeah,
What you did.
like
You
I
only
did. I
read
read
Loveless. You only read Loveless once on MangaPod.
True. On MangaPod, we only read it once.
Yeah!
That's not true either.
Unless,
We've read
yeah,
through
it's not like
times
it's not like we're gonna read to chapter 26 again, right? For MangaPod. There, beat you down, Dazzle. Got you back.
Gotcha!
Got your back. Put your head down. He's not like. What do you call that face? What is that called?
Squishy
Like,
face. I call it squishy
Yeah.
face.
Squishy face.
okay. I thought there was a cute like weeaboo term for it.
A squishy face.
Squishy's cute.
Squishy.
Squishy's cute.
Squishy face.
I don't know. I just.
Alright, shall we read the spoiler-free description of what we're reading next week and have chat guess? Though they're gonna guess.
I just like double-edged cats. Just like doesn't need a drink. And I'm just like yes, I do.
Yes. Yes, I do. Daz, do you have it pulled up? If not, I can do it.
I don't have it up because it wasn't in the schedule. But I'm saying it's about a tower, and it's a kami in it. So you guys can guess from there. It's a kami tower.
And we've read it before.
A few times actually.
And no matter how often we read it, we get comments going, "Will you read this series soon?" Next podcast.
I will also say though,
Go ahead and
that,
guess.
while you guys are trying to guess, there's actually been a weird thing happen that all the manga, all the scans for it have been taken down from all the sites
Really?
Uh-oh.
because the people that own it specifically asked them to, and you have to read it on their website now, which you can't really download to, so it's a bit hard to read on the go.
Yeah.
And their website sucks balls, so have fun with that.
Oh, good. So excited.
Great.
And it's not all there either, so that's gonna be fun. And the English translation is awful.
Great. Great. Has anybody
well.
guessed it yet?
You can guess that it's Battle Angel, of course.
Of course. It's not.
Battle
Ian.
Angel, the same thing we read every week.
Every
on
week.
Pod.
I'm sure people have guessed it by now. Tower of
It's a
God!
Tower.
It's Tower
Tower
of
of
God.
God.
It's Tower of God. It's always Tower of God.
Was that like one of the first manga that you read or that you did together?
No, we read it pretty
I think it
early
was
on, but
I think it was the first half of last year.
yeah, we read it like very early on. But every single manga pod, there's a comment going, "Are you guys going to ever read Tower
When are you guys
of
gonna
God?
read more Tower of God?
When are you gonna read more Tower of God?" We're like, we need time to read more different manga. Give us a time.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Guys, it's manhwa. That's the comments.
Manhwa.
It's a manhwa, guys.
I like that. I like that name better. Manhwa.
It's called Togpod. Whenever we do a Tower of God, it's called Togpod. Togpod.
Oh, we're reading chapter 101, I think. Hold on, let me guess. 103 to 130. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're so far.
I know.
I haven't actually
we're
read.
gonna,
I wasn't here for the last MangaPod, so I've got to read like 60 to 130 or something.
Oh, good luck. It's really good. Actually, I say good luck, but it's actually incredibly fascinating. That part that you missed is really good. So, yes, so that is what we are reading next week. Tower of God, chapters 103 to 130. Let's go ahead and shout out our stuff really quick, and then we will say a goodbye. I am Erin of Happily Erin. You're here on my channel. I do anime reviews and anime first impressions, as well as seasonal previews of series that I'm excited about, and all of the other previous manga pods are hosted here on my channel, and I also do mental health awareness stuff. If you'd like to find me on any sort of social media, I'm Happily Erin all across the everything. The stuff I use most often is definitely Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Hummingbird. So if you want to go see me talk about my anime husband harem, you should definitely go check me out on Twitter. That's what I do there. That's all I do there.
That's all she does there.
That's all I do. Every tweet's about harem. Every single one. It's not my fault. People ask, I tell.
What?
I give them what I want, guys.
Hi guys, I'm Dodger. I have 2 YouTube channels, youtube.com/pressarttocontinue, where I do gaming and nerdy adjacent stuff, and youtube.com/dexteritybonus, where I do a vlog and talk about my adorable cats and drink coffee and stuff. And I actually just put one up, a coffee time with friends with my cousin Tyranny. So if you want to go watch that, we talk about dragons a lot because she loves dragons. And
that statue was awesome, by the way.
Right, the one that goes in and out of the wall. She was like, "I've never been able to put this on a wall. I've never known where to put it." And I was like, "What?"
Just attach it somewhere.
Yeah, just put it somewhere. Anywho, and on all the social medias, I'm at DexBonus, DEXBONUS. Also, just a heads up, it's con season right now, so videos that I put out are super haphazard. I just got home from a family reunion, and I'm going to be leaving again on Sunday for Germany. So there's just a lot going on until PAX is over. So please be patient with me. But I would still love to have you and have you watching everything and hanging out and doing whatever.
Will there be more thrusting?
I mean, probably. Maybe not in a video, but I'll definitely just walk up to people and thrust, because why not? Anywho,
that's all I want. That's
cool,
all I
thanks, bye. That's me.
Dazza?
I am Dazza from Flying Pon. I do anime videos on there, including I rant that the media sucks at the moment, which is fantastic and fun. I also just uploaded a video about the 5 must-watch shows from this current season, and everyone in the comments is telling me that I am an idiot because I didn't put Aldenola Zero in there. So, you guys can guess what the other 5 is, or just watch the video. That works as well. I also have another channel called DODGER'S, where I do other things that will be coming soon. Hopefully, when they download from Google Drive, they will be coming very soon. It's been very annoying. Aaron knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
It's just like, every time I do it, it gets to like the last megabyte, and it's just like fail, and I'm just like,
oh, boo.
But that will be coming soon, so yay! But yeah, you can check me on Twitter, which is just Dr. Dazza. Everything else is pretty much Dr. Dazza, except Facebook. That's also fine for Nippon. Yeah, but you can do that, which is awesome.
Yay!
And now I'm handballing it to Jean.
Jean, our lovely guest.
I wish I had everything as one name, but unfortunately I do not. You can find me at youtube.com/xdisturbedjeans, or you can type in Anime Appraisal in the YouTube search bar. I will show up. I'm an indie vlogger. I talk about usually what's airing currently during the season, and I'll throw out an occasional review whenever I can with my busy life. And also you can find me on Podtaku. I am a host there. And then you can find me on Hummingbird. I am just Disturbed Jeans without the X. On Twitter, I am xDisturbedJeans, and that's basically all I use. I only use Twitter. I'm not really big on social media. Oh, and I do have a Facebook, Anime Appraisal. And I'm not really on that one that much, so if you want to like talk to me, you're best off with Twitter. And that's me. And I'm really happy that you guys had me today.
You're a returning guest now.
Yes, it's your second time. We're so happy you came back.
I know.
You're so great.
I know.
If you do this for another 2 times, you'll be here as much as Yoku. So
It's true.
All right, challenge accepted.
Hopefully next time you're here, all of us will be here.
Yeah.
Yay!
Finally.
Maybe.
Finally.
I don't guarantee this.
Yeah, like Dazza might pretend he's sick, or your grandma might pretend he has to work.
No, because you've done this twice, and both times I'm just like, no, I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, it's true though. It's not my fault. It's just coincidence.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't like Gina or anything. She's
There's just this orb of fail around me.
Oh.
no,
Like
no.
something bad always has to happen, or
That's why
I'll try to say something cool. What?
I run very far.
No, we love you,
You're making
Dodger,
me
and I love you.
sad.
Dodger and I love you, and think you're a fantastic guest, and we loved having you.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that guy, Dazza. Screw him.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Wait, is he next to me on the screen, or are you on the?
Yeah, you're over. I'm over that side to you.
Hold on.
I don't know. I'm just. Bak.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me, no.
I'm so sorry. Duck, Dodger, duck.
Hang on, I'm covering him with Yuiko. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I have to admit that would be an improvement.
There we go. All
Then
done.
again, she is 12. She is 12.
Yep.
Yeah, Dazza.
Watch it, Dazza.
She's 12.
Yeah, I mean, you are looking at 12-year-olds.
Yeah, what's going on with that, Dazza? We'll talk about
Yeah,
that
come
next
on.
week.
Come on. We only look at Ritsuka's kitty cat ears and his tail.
I used to be his kitty cat tail. Her kitty, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I never saw Yukio's kitty cat tail.
I think she has a dog tail, doesn't she?
She has
Yeah,
a really
it's like-
She has a
tiny,
little
like, fluff
short
tail.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny
Yeah.
tail.
Cute.
Maybe the males have a longer one. Maybe that's just a thing that happens.
Cat's chasing her tail.
I know.
Oh, I had it covered on stream. Whoops.
No.
Yeah. It's
There we
alright.
go.
Okay, it's okay. There she goes. Amazing.
Done
Okay.
anyway, so-
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much, Jean, for joining us. We loved having you. You were fantastic. We're so happy to have you again sometime in the future. Hopefully all of us will be here. Thank you all so much for watching MangaPod. We will see you next week. Same time, same place, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on youtube.com/happyaaron, reading Tower of God, chapters 103 through 130. Woo! Bye! Happy birthday, Audrey! Happy birthday!
Birthday! Oh my god, it's 12:07 here. Happy birthday!
Goodbye.
O tanjoubi omedetou gozaimasu.